Hello and welcome to Roll to One. You're watching Disney Channel. I'm just kidding. That was funny. Anyway, I'm ready to get to the awesomeness that you've been watching for the past 19 episodes. So without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of Crow's Curtain Call. Shiv, in an effort to hide the evidence, or something like that, began to eat Milavage, but kept the head in order to give it to Rictavio. The party did just that and returned to the Blue Water Inn. The party had their suspicions on what to do next, but ultimately went looking for Esmeralda. Duncan grabbed a quick steak for Tooth, and due to the training, led Tooth to track of Estani's scent. The saber cat then led them straight to where they suspected, the mausoleum outside the church. As the gravedigger was still there, Duncan bribed the man for the key, and they entered the mausoleum. The structure led below to a small corridor and catacombs that housed the important dead of the old church. There at the end of the hall was a large room containing Esmeralda and several zombies. Initiating the process, Thomas stepped into a spike trap that left him injured, but in quick thinking, the party slayed the undead, and Thomas and Esmeralda were saved. When they left the catacombs, they were met with a closed door. The gravedigger, still digging around, informed them that it was him who had closed the door behind them. Because of this, the party interrogated the man with some made-up name that he used, only to find out that it wasn't a man at all, but a devil in disguise, loyal to Lucian, and wasn't alone. Not wanting to cause a scene, the party ventured back to regroup, and then headed to Lake Zarovich in search of the Mad Mage. Instead, the party found rowboats that took them to the middle of the lake, where the town drunk was holding someone in a burlap sack. Within the sack was Arabelle, Luvash's daughter, but more importantly, the key to one of Ravenloft's treasures. The party then leveled up. So, this is where we find ourselves. We find ourselves with our eyes on the Vistani treasure wagon that is now open, and you see that there are several people around, but there is this dark book before you as well.
What's that?
I don't know. Luvash, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, hold on.
I saw you looking around.
I gotta grab something from the coffin.
Luvash, what is this?
Yes, it is. This is something that we were told to keep from the man at the top of the hill.
Told by who?
This sort of our leverage against him. We were told by one of our leaders, the great Madame Eva.
Can I have it?
Of course you can.
Can I do insight check on it, see if I recognize anything on it?
You're looking to see if you recognize anything from it. Go ahead and just make an Arcana or an Investigation check as you approach the...
I don't think I have much Arcana, so...
They're both bad. Oh, they're both fine. They're not bad. They're both fine. Sorry. You're a barbarian. I figured intelligence was dumb. That's not. Hey, we're going to have to switch dice at some point. If that's how you're going to roll to start.
I'm not familiar with this kind of book.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
Sure, I will say though, it gives a dark, creepy vibe to it.
As much as Pride and Prejudice.
Not as much as Pride and Prejudice, because Pride and Prejudice was attempting to conceal what it was. This book is making no attempt of that, and is very dark and well decorated. It has filigree carved on the outside corners. Each page is marked the darker yellow color, and the book itself seems to move on the cover as it like a wispy ghost.
Are you sure you should be touching that? What if it's cursed? Doesn't look like a
I'm
very
already
good book.
cursed.
You're right, it could be cursed. Go ahead, Thomas.
Okay. I trust Shiv, and I'll pick up the book.
Okay, Thomas, as you pick up this book, very quickly you feel this strange sensation come upon your fingers, like almost a numbness, like a chill cold, but it's sort of like when you grab an icicle, right? You get that like kind of pain a little bit, but the pain soon fades though. As you see your fingers kind of instinctually flat against the front and back open the book, almost as if it sticks to you, a sticky-like substance pulls open and the book opens. You see now your hands are kind of up against it, and you see the page contains nothing before you. Until some symbols, these sigils, begin to twist, and they begin to kind of show up, almost as if they are casting themselves to light. You see text begin to weave itself backwards and forwards across it, almost as if it's something is contained within. Go ahead and make an Arcana or an Investigation check.
Investigation. They're both fine. 16.
16 is enough to know that the book itself is beginning to make an attempt to speak to you. But you're not sure how to access it. But you do see text begin to fly across the pages. Do you choose to read them?
What does it say?
Sure.
Okay, here.
Is this what it says?
Oh no!
Should I read this out loud?
You certainly should.
I mean, you definitely could.
Should I read it in a crazy cool voice?
You should just read it the way that you would choose to read it.
Okay.
Thomas would read it.
I am the ancient. I can't read it. Hold on. I was like way over here, and then it was cursive, and I had to read it way.
You're like, I can't see it. Yeah.
I am the ancient. I am the land. Sorry, it's just really.
Give it to the man that writes in cursive.
I think I can do it. Okay, I am the ancient. I am the land.
It's a solid
My
point.
beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of
Oh
a.
my gosh, give it to Andy.
I just can't. I just am really struggling to read the.
All right, you hand it to Shiv. He will pull out his tiny pair of tiny glasses.
Shiv, I can't read the cursive.
You attempt to give it to Shiv, and your hands are still stuck to it.
Some form of Elvish. I can't
All right.
recognize it.
Grabs your arms. Where did you end? The land?
The wrath of a just God. Wrath of a just God, right here.
There it is. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul.
It's weird.
Ooh, weird. As the wind wears stone into sand. I know the S now. All goodness slipped from my.
Dude, it's hard
It's
to
not
read.
an S.
All right, let me try.
Let's let Duncan try.
Look at that. That's an S.
You grab Thomas's hands and yank him the other way.
It's a fish hook.
Do I need to read it out loud?
Where are we at?
I mean, yes and no. This is actually the Tome of Strahd. Like, it's really important. So.
Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I just have to look real close. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated, that's that word, from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit, right? Yeah, spirit shone above all others. A rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Kadian. How do I say that word?
Tatiana.
It's a T. Tatiana. And I longed for her to be mine.
I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her. Elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words she called me brother. When I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death but the age that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. Hold on. Oh, shoot.
Duncan could have read this.
Yeah, you
Just
think
saying.
so?
Just saying.
I mean, you're welcome to try it.
It's really weird, dude.
The date
Where we
was
at?
set. With words, she called me brother.
My hate is strong.
Shoot, hold
My
on.
hate is very strong.
My hate is strong.
We're professionals.
My hate is
I
strong.
just wanted mine. The death she saw turned her. Hold on. Or just call me brother. When I looked into her eyes, they were reflected another name. Death is that the age she saw me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with Vol, a pact of blood. In the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood, his divinity. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me.
I'm not retaining any of this. You're going so fast.
She would not let me explain, and a
I'm
great
okay.
anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I've studied much since then. Vampire. Is that still here? We good? Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. As the sun and light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, the cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much, too, about this land Barovia. Ancient are its ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of the simple folk of the valley. An ancient saint dwells in this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. I visited the swamp fane, the forest fane, and the mountain fane, and claimed their power for my own. Their servants now serve me, and thus I have become the land. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I've even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her? Love to me. I now reside far from Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of stairs that none may disturb me. Vol is called.
That's all I got.
Okay, cool. That's pretty much all that we have there. I believe there's a little bit more. I will just read the rest. Vol has called her last favor to our bargain. I am to bring King Caius to Castle Ravenloft, as she also dealt dealings with him. The transformation to vampire was not smooth. From my king, Vol triggers his bloodlust, and he slew his wife and half his retinue. One wonders how he can rule in a state, but Vol, how bound us both to the day heart. I mean, it continues. It's a lot of just the story of
I think I got that, but just in case.
Yeah. So basically, essentially,
Say that again.
I
It
did
wasn't.
Not get that.
yeah. So basically,
Please boil it
I
down.
got it.
basically the book
did not.
begins to tell you and read you something that seems to be written from Strahd himself, or seems to be written from someone known as Vampire. Regardless of the two names that you catch, there's been this worship of someone named Vol, this weird dark power of some kind. And so essentially you've begun to learn that Tatiana, whoever that might be, would be his lover, but his brother was the one he ended up with. And so in this story here, they ended up together, and he was never able to get her.
One that he killed.
Right. So then he killed Sergei, and they came against him and then went to kill him. Right. She jumped. Well, he killed Sergei, and then she jumped off a cliff. She killed herself because she loved him so. And so then essentially, Strahd was cooped up in his castle, and they came to attack him. They came to kill him, but this is after he had made some sort of an understanding with this dark power, and then ultimately rose the vampire, which is now where he kind of resides in this kind of weird middle state. The rest is kind of just a bunch of random lore about the history and the context of what this valley means to Strahd. But at the same time, as you are looking at this, Thomas, and very poorly we all read it together, we recognize that the pages themselves fade almost as if from the perspective of an open book that was not written here. It seems that the original journal is somewhere in Strahd's castle. And this book, I will say, allows you to read any text from anywhere once per day.
Oh.
Also, it is a dark grimoire, and as you begin to hold on to it, you begin to feel its power flow through you and into your mind. As Thomas, you see your dark bluish veins on your pale skin go up your body with a dark black ichor, and into your eyes go black for a second, and as you blink, it fades, and you can cast a few more spells than you did before.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is a lot.
Did Strahd write this book?
So
No.
I show him
it
and
was
it's
Vampire.
empty.
It's empty, and there's a bunch of floating
I
sigils.
think that I'm reading a book. I think that once a day I can read anything, and it decided to show me Strahd's journal
It's a
today.
magic book.
Yeah, I think I can cast new spells with it too.
How do you know this?
I just feel it.
I mean, that's really kind of how that works.
Yeah. I just there's
You'll have to spend an hour with it. You know how it is.
yeah. We're about to go. It's evening, right?
It is the afternoon. Sun was headed down, I believe.
Yeah, we were 7 or 8. I
Yeah, it
think.
was. We were
Mhm.
rushing the racing
Yeah,
the sun.
sun's
We were
down.
racing.
Sun's down. The next day would be the audition that evening.
All right.
Would it be?
No, I don't think it's 2 days. I think it's one.
Check the thing. No, it'll be the day after.
I think that when the sun comes up, we have a day to prepare for the audition, and then the next day is the audition.
Okay, makes sense. Right on.
He's been checking the boxes
I believe you. Yeah,
because
because
I'm checking. I'm counting down.
it has been foretold.
yes. All right. So what do? You see, Luvash says, if We never saw this was taken.
Understood.
Okay.
And he picks up his daughter and like walks into the tent that they have.
Heading back?
I think so.
Let's do that then.
Sounds good.
Okay, you're headed back to the Blue Water Inn. So we head back to the Blue Water Inn, and we recognize the familiar sight as you see the guards are trepidatious as you approach the door. But again, you introduce yourselves once more to the guards, who are holding their torches and looking at you in the pitch black darkness that you've been traveling through now that the sun is down. As you approach the Blue Water Inn, everything seems normal, but the door is locked. You know to knock a few similar ways, and the door is open to you. You enter in alongside the individual Vasilka that is with you, I believe. And now you are all together once more with your people that you may not remember. That was the Ms. Dira, and as well as Exxon Mobil, and there was Esmeralda, Rictavio, the two rangers that you had told to stay, which were they were there.
Eastmark.
Nope. I got their names. Hold on.
Ismark and Irina are both upstairs in their room.
One has like a very.
Soldar Soldarovich
Soldar,
and Yevgeny
Soldar,
Krushkin.
yeah.
Yeah.
All of those people,
Yevgeny.
what a big old cast, are together now at last, and have basically placed dominion of this place in its night.
Say, Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
you say that can read any book
Once a day, I think.
once a day.
Why?
I've got an idea whose book we should read tomorrow.
Who's?
Do you know if Mordenkainen ever kept a journal?
Nope.
It's a rhetorical, hypothetical
Oh,
question.
it was hypothetical. I had no idea.
We could check. Might
We-
give us a clue.
Yeah. Is that the plan for tomorrow? Just to try to find him before the audition the next day?
You know,
Maybe.
If we're going to go to that audition with a devil and the devil and a few demons,
Might
apparently,
need some help.
I'd like to have a few more people on our side.
That feels right. Shiv, I have a quick question. Could you get a raven down here for me? Just like see if you can summon one, not like magically, but like I just mean like call out to a raven.
Shiv will walk outside
You step outside in the pitch darkness.
and say, I need a raven.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check with a disadvantage.
Okay, you got disadvantage. Okay.
18.
Oh, that's it.
Lands on your arm. You have a raven on your arm.
Walk back in.
He comes in. His
Close.
scaly arm
Lock door.
clasped around his forearm is a raven.
Oh hey, thanks. I need to send a letter, and so I just want to see.
You're just you're just
You're
putting
just
like
holding your arm out.
Yeah, for the raven to jump on my arm.
Do you have a letter in your hand?
No, I'm holding it to like, so that it waits while I write the letter.
Okay, it takes a steps on your wrist.
Okay, I'll write a letter.
Okay.
I'm writing a letter to Strahd,
On the raven?
apologizing
Okay.
graciously for my inability to visit him tomorrow night, as my audition prep has become more than I was prepared for, and I'm unable to visit him on the eve of tomorrow.
Go ahead and make a deception check
It's not totally the same.
using
Well-
your dexterity modifier.
Dexterity.
Why?
You
We'll see.
still have the proficiency. You still have your bonuses of being a bard.
so it's just instead
but
of
instead of your
so
charisma,
subtract 5 and add. Okay.
It's probably because you have a raven on your arm.
Oh, still pretty good.
No,
I
it's
wish
pretty-
it were, in fact, deception. If it were charisma, it would be a 28, but it is in fact only a 23.
you write this up, you fold it up, you hand it to the raven. It puts it in its foot. It's hopping on you one-footed, and then it gets ready to go outside, and it needs an open port
Find a
hole to
window.
do so.
Open door.
You open the window, and it goes off.
Cool. So, yeah, that's what I wanted.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to
So-
bed.
Wait,
Hold on.
did you just say you're not coming to the audition, or?
No, I
he's
didn't
not
say
going
that.
to Strahd's
I'm not going to see
castle.
Strahd tomorrow night.
Okay.
Remember the whole, that's a bad idea.
I wonder how that's going to go over.
Yeah, probably not well.
Yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, and by that I mean tomorrow, do we want to go to Argenvost-Holt? Or Argenholt-Vost?
I think tomorrow we should just get an ally, which is north to Mordenkainen.
Yes, I don't think we have much time to do much else. Journey, where any other places?
We can see. They called him the Mad Mage. I can
Aye.
remove curses and disease,
You should prepare for that.
but I don't believe I can cure madness.
Octavio.
So
That's nice
you
to ask
you
him.
like walk back, as you say, Rictavio. You know it's like the evening. He was closing up stuff. So basically, you walk back to where his office would be in this building. And you go,
Pantry?
yeah. Well, that's kind of been his like prayer area. So it really depends on the gamble you're taking. But you assume I would say he's doing like the whole register situation, closing everything up and stuff. So yeah, you can grab Rictavio. You grab Rictavio, and he goes,
Checks.
"Hello."
Hi. So there's a question of are you able to cure madness in a person?
I have not had quite the luxury, but I do know of a way to do so. Yes.
How might we go about it?
I mean, as an individual who worships a higher power, I suppose I could cast some sort of a greater restoration upon them, if it's something more restorative than your average attempt at healing.
Would you go ahead and prepare that for tomorrow?
I
We
will
may-
add it to my list.
We may need it.
It'll do. Do we know what the plan is tomorrow?
I believe we plan to go and find the Mad Mage of Baratok.
Oh, another ally.
Maybe.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're hoping.
I was actually going to say that's a brilliant idea, but I was also thinking of possibly setting a trap.
Can we do both?
We can, but my trap might take 6 hours to do.
All right. What does your trap require?
Come out to the bar. We will do this out here. So he goes up to the bar and he unfurls this like scroll, right? Like basically like 2 wooden sticks in a big paper and unfurls it out. And you see on this parchment that there is a series of sketches that resembles like Da Vinci's journal in the way that it's kind of put together. Just a very like mismatch of things. And he points to a large area on it and says, "This right here, I believe, might hold an individual from another plane in suspension."
What is he pointing at?
He's pointing at this contraption that essentially, if used properly, will channel a net that will push up on it, but an arcane net. So basically, it's building this like dome-like understructure on a platform that, when triggered, will send some sort of a magical pulse of energy to stop a creature in space.
Jeez.
Where do you want us to lay this trap?
The middle,
Of?
wherever that thing might be.
The church.
I have an idea.
Under the church.
I have an idea of where.
Is this for Strahd or the devil?
This is for whoever may be. I believe Strahd is the one we should aim for. However, it is only for extraplanar things. Esmeralda and I have been talking, and it is my understanding that this devil creature that has been ransacking my psyche needs to be dealt with before we can get Strahd in our hands. I would like to question Strahd, understand how he himself achieved vampirism, and then manage to spread it all across the Forgotten Realms.
We might have an answer to how he obtained vampirism.
You might?
Do you recognize the name Vol? Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I not entirely familiar with Vol, but I do know that Vol is a dark entity. Some
So
kind of
Sounds about
deific, some kind of deific thing.
I will show Rictavio my book,
I believe it was an elf, actually.
tome.
Tome. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
I
I can read it. When I opened this, I read from what I believe was Strahd's journal.
Oh,
it's a magic book.
And it described a deal he made with Vol to not die.
Vol. Oh,
You know who that is?
I do. But you know who might know more? Exxon. God, you can't not laugh every time I say his name. Exxon. The Lich Queen is what she's known as, I believe.
Oh,
Mm.
that's scary.
And he was wearing something awful similar.
Okay, we will talk to him on the morrow.
Is everyone
He's staying here, yes.
is everyone in the bar right now, or are they kind of in their rooms?
I'm assuming that like he's shut down, closed out, and anybody, it's like a few candle stragglers here and there, probably like people who are gonna go to bed or like kind of wrapping up their conversations.
Right.
So he was just kind of like showing you this thing on the bar, kind of
Care
away from
where
people,
you
but
go.
not like super.
So it's to assume no one's listening in. On
Yeah. Well, also to do so in such a way that like didn't make it seem like they were being secretive, kind of in such a way that was just like, yeah, we're having a light conversation, just like everyone else in here, you know. And so the other individuals are probably either asleep or out and about. It's just you three in here, or four.
So,
Okay.
thank you, Rictavio. What time do you need to finish your trap by? By sundown?
I would like to have the thing in place for the following day.
And we want to do it not at night because he's there at night.
I don't know when or where. I just know that we need to place this thing somewhere in the center.
So if it
that
takes 6 hours?
Well, can it be underneath the church?
it's more of a yes. I mean, it doesn't matter where. It's going to target an extraplanar creature
The
in
next
the middle of
question
this radius.
Is, well, first of all, does Lucian play the organ?
I believe he does. Yes.
And do you know about where that is on the church?
I can
could
tell
put
you,
it
I could
underneath
go exactly to where it is.
Yes. And even if you were in the catacombs.
Ooh. Perhaps.
And next question. Who do you need in order to build this device? What skills are required? Or
Well,
what
I need
trust is required?
I need someone strong to help put the thing together and pick it up and put it in its proper place. I need someone with an understanding of clerical magics in order to properly organize my spells and to make this activate. It will cost a level 2 spell slot in order to make it happen. In addition, I will have to and need the help of an individual who understands the arcane to put it all in its proper place. It's a combination of two magic groups that don't normally blend.
So what if at a little after noon, at 1 p.m., that's so informal, we meet at the church. All of us. The three of us, you and Exxon.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
For the knowledge of the arcane, we have Exxon.
Mm-hmm.
For the strength, we have Vasilka. What was the third? Or second?
Clerical.
Someone with a clerical understanding.
You have that, Shiv.
Someone
But
with
that
the
might-
deific
do
understanding
you.
of magic. I do.
But do you need an additional?
I need
Needs
someone's help.
additional. That's what he's saying.
I think it's only you, Shiv.
A what?
You're the only cleric here
Oh,
that we have access
I
to.
thought he meant like writing.
We could.
I did mean writing. So someone who would understand religion, who has a proficiency in religion.
I have proficiency in everything. I can do it. Do you have proficiency in religion?
No.
Oh, then it might have to be me.
Yeah. And he has Esmeralda as well, right?
Lesser so. I don't need her yet.
Duncan, perhaps you, I, and Esmeralda should go and try to find the Mad Mage while this is being set up. We have 6 hours. It's a large amount of coastline, but we have 6 hours.
Do you trust Thomas alone with our lovely lady and a mage we just met?
Well, I don't
Yeah,
hate
sure.
I don't hate that idea, Shiv. However, if we're in need of someone to convince Mordenkainen to do something, I do believe I am the best at talking of the 3 of us.
True.
You have a knack of getting into sticky situations.
What if Esmeralda is I don't have to ask you. I can look at it.
Right, now you have the sheet.
See if she's trained in religion.
That's for later.
She's not. Come on, Ez. Is Exxon trained in religion? Probably not. Is anybody trained in religion we know, friends?
I really hope it's Blinsky.
He's a pious man.
He takes off the jester hat. It's just bald in a circle.
Yes, he holds out with those little collars.
It's like Friar. Yeah, no.
Friar Blinsky.
You'll have to find out.
Well, are you trained in religion? You need an additional person.
I'm-
That's a dumb question.
I need someone to organize my thoughts.
Are you trained in religion?
I don't think I am.
God, why is it intelligence skill? That's ridiculous.
What?
Um,
It's a clerical thing. That's why it's intelligence.
whatever.
Clerical.
Literally the word cleric in it.
No, I know. Clerics are wisdom based.
Why? I never understood that.
Someone wasn't wise enough to categorize it as intelligence.
I mean, you know, all my like religious understanding comes from like the big Bible. So like you know,
book.
I mean, I guess they're applying for like shamans and all those kinds of things too, but still.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you have to know the spell to cast it.
Right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's silly.
have
that
to-
it's not intelligence.
You don't have to understand the meaning of the spell.
I'll play an intelligent cleric next game. That'll happen.
Who could we have that's trained in religion?
Look, I don't actually see how that's a problem. I think, Thomas, we can make great use of you, and you might even be able to help me a bit, especially getting into the church when we need to put it down.
That I understand, but I'm only interested. I mean, okay, no. We need to ensure that we can get our new ally.
We need to get Mordenkainen back here so I can cast the Greater Restorator of Magic.
Yes.
Yeah, and if we if we start in the afternoon, that means we have the morning to try to find him and bring him back. And if we can cure him of his madness, we don't even need to involve Exxon, who is a
Well,
little
you-
bit of a darker character anyway.
You said that it's tomorrow night, right? And not the day after. It's the evening.
Yeah, so we have all day tomorrow during the day.
And then half the day the following day.
Is it tomorrow evening? Is the
Yes.
audition?
Not
Or
tomorrow
the
evening, but the
over
following
tomorrow
yeah,
evening.
over tomorrow evening.
So, we could first thing in the morning.
We still need to get the bones.
Oh yes, the bones. I warned you about the brimstone.
It's those never winters.
So tomorrow,
Those never went to
It's too rich for my blood.
the cigars. I love
tried
it.
to warn you.
so tomorrow,
I'll choke on the popcorn action over there.
tomorrow, let's focus on. Let's start our day attempting to find the Mad Mage. If we find the Mad Mage and have time in the afternoon, we can complete this before overmorrow.
And then worst case scenario,
We do it in the morning
tomorrow morning.
or the next day morning.
Or the day, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I would make sure that you run this by Esmeralda.
Right now. Esmeralda.
Careful, people are sleeping.
Ezzy.
Run an establishment here. But anyway, he folds up his scroll, pulls together, and he goes back to his office.
Yeah.
Is this where will we be able to find you here? I mean, obviously, but in your office at a certain time tomorrow, if we should return with a Mad Mage.
You will find me. Oh yes, so you will. Yes, we will be here because I will not be making any sort of preparation things
Until we
until
get
you
back.
guys are all back. Yes.
Cool. Cool.
Um,
Cool.
Also,
Time is what now? 10?
also something that I did while you were gone.
Mm.
Milovaj,
Yes.
the young one. Did I talk to him already? Was that a
Yes.
thing I did? All right. Go.
Well, some of him.
Yes. Yes. I remember we were
What's
learning
left
some
of him.
things, and we learned that he had a sad life.
Yeah.
But also, that reminds me this thing. What should I do with the head?
I have an idea.
I thought you might.
What?
Are you still hungry?
That's my
Yeah,
idea.
Oh, you mean disposing of it? No, I meant using it
Oh.
as
Hit the
leverage,
spot.
some sort of a scare tactic against what we're up against.
I don't think these things are going to be scared by a decapitated
Well,
head.
I'm just saying we might be able to buy ourselves another day of something if we
I'm not
put it
scared
in
about
front of the
decapitations.
church.
You mean forestall the audition?
I mean, put it on the steps.
Won't that just let them know we're coming?
But might it put the guards more on edge?
The guards?
Something.
Do we want to have everyone on edge before we lay our trap?
That is
I'm
a question.
saying we might be able to lay our trap and then put it outside.
Oh,
that,
afterwards.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Something to get the people a little more restless, so that when inevitably something occurs that's
spring our trap.
dangerous, at least people will be expecting something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
into that.
I will hang on to it then. It's beginning to rot.
Well. Good evening.
I think so.
And I'll walk away.
Time is like 10ish. We're not at midnight yet.
9:30. Not even close to midnight.
Perfect. Let's go down now and get up early.
Yeah, I'll talk to Esmeralda real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up to the door that you expect Esmeralda to be staying at, and you knock, and you immediately hear. Who is it?
Me? Thomas.
Too long goes by,
That Thomas?
and then eventually you hear the chain, and then the bolt, and then finally the last turn of the knob. As the door opens, you see a woman dressed in a pulled taut jacket and little else, who is lovely to the eyes, but is the same Esmeralda you recognize. Wow, I'm a poet, bro. I made that rhyme. Oh, man. If only I could blow my nose properly. Man, my nose itches today. I just thought I'd say it.
Blow your nose after that one.
Good evening.
And she says, what?
We just have a plan for tomorrow and the coming days that I wanted to let you know. We had a start of a plan.
What did we learn from yesterday? From the stay that we're in?
I tell her.
You tell her everything?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, do you have this book with you?
That's right here.
You pull it out.
It's stuck to your hand.
It's not stuck to your hand, but it was in that moment. But it was like, and then you did the eye thing, and then
Yeah.
now it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you hold it out, and
Left it
literally
down.
you say, yeah, it's right here. After you're like finished telling her, she just, the door closes in your face.
Okay,
Huh.
good night.
Was it something you said?
I don't know.
All right, tomorrow.
She likes you the most, Duncan. You should try to talk to her, and I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe tomorrow.
starting it for the night.
Maybe tomorrow.
You...
All right. Prepare your eyes. Ooh. All right. So
Oh, long rest.
you do long
And
rest
attune to my thing.
and attune to your dark grimoire.
I can cast
Thing.
spells that damage people now.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast.
And chill touch.
Yeah. All right.
Witch bolt.
I will, though, say that in the midst of your sleep, Shiv, in absence of dreams.
Oh, boring. Boo. Boo.
But Thomas, you wake up in a cold sweat,
Oh,
and you can't really explain why.
Guess you got your answer.
And Duncan,
do I get a crick in my neck?
while you are asleep. A little surprise. While you are asleep, you feel a small tug at your ankle.
I open up my glass eye.
You see it like focuses in, like you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it zooms in, and you see probably about the size of a Barbie doll, a small little green outfit, a little purple face, a little blue hair pulled back to a point, tugging on your ankle.
Is this like recognizable as like
Some sort of fairy creature.
it's a fairy creature? Am I dreaming?
It's a Smurf.
Make an intelligence check. Investigation check. That would be the best way to do it.
I can't tell.
You're like,
Go try
not sure.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Can I? Is it still holding on to my
Oh,
foot?
we're on the same room.
It's yeah, they're all asleep.
Yeah.
But it's pulling on your leg.
Can I lift my leg up?
Yeah.
To like look, and then look at it.
You pull it up and it goes with you. And it's a little bit like, you know, those little like fairy guys that you throw
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes. But this one's more like not a spiritual thing. Anyway,
Can I help
see it,
you?
And he goes,
I'd like to grab him.
okay. You grab him.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, please don't. Please don't hurt me.
What? What are you doing in my room?
I don't like your tone.
I don't like you tugging on my foot while I'm sleeping.
Duncan, stop it. We're pals.
How do you know my name?
We're friends.
Then why don't I remember you?
Oh, no. I didn't think she would. She did.
Who did what?
Oh, the maiden mother.
Who?
She took your memory. You asked her to, but I didn't think she would.
You knew me
Yeah,
back home?
yeah. You used to throw me across the river pond.
Why are you here now? How?
I'm here now because I figured I'd stop by, see how you were doing, but I didn't think you'd forget me.
You know you can't leave this place.
What?
We're all trapped here.
Okay, hold on. Let me go. I'm getting a little squeeze here. Just taking it one step at a time here.
I gently put him down on the bed.
And he goes and like stands at the top of back of your bed, like lightning speed. He's at the top of your like bedpost that you see at the end of like your feet,
Yeah.
right? And he just like moves with like almost an instantaneous step.
Like a chipmunk.
Yes, but like more like the Flash, like literally just like the Flash, just like
The chipmunk
up
was
there,
the flash.
like a speedster, right? And then he looks you square in the eyes. You can see his large round eyes that look back at you. Like I said, his blue hair and his purple skin, right?
Huh.
And he says, "So you're telling me I'm stuck here now?"
I mean, unless you're Vistani.
I'm a Vwadi?
Yeah, you're stuck here.
Oh shit! Shit!
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Well, now I don't know what your deal is, so I can't just give that for free.
Okay. Can I detect magic on him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's definitely magical.
He is for sure radiating some sort of magic.
Well, I mean, like, I can tell what type of magic.
No, that's not a thing you can do.
Oh, I couldn't.
You
tell.
can also
Magical
tell.
magic.
You can also tell that there's like other magic items in the space, and you know that some other people have some magic items in the place. But otherwise,
Oh, okay, that's
it's not
how
like
that works.
it's not like particularly. And I believe you have to see it. But yes, he is radiating magic.
Okay. Well, did you portal here, or did you walk?
How do I phrase this to you in the way that you'll understand? You're still asleep.
Ah, well then you'll probably be able to leave.
Yeah.
Why do you do this to me?
'Cause you used to love it. We're like BFFs.
Well, you're my BFFFF. Why can't I know your name? How am I supposed to become friends with you
This is
again?
such a difficult process for me. Normally people don't forget me. I'm like the life of the party.
Yeah? Well, how do you think I feel? You just waltz right into my room, right into my dream,
I,
Right into my life.
saying you from my house, from my home.
Okay. Stop. I'll tell you this much. I am a quickling. That's what I am, so that we can like address this human to quickling. Right? Let's just make this an even playing field. Right? Okay. I have a name. I do. I promise. And I promise we're friends. What do you need from me?
I need some answers.
Okay, what do you need? You're just like your dad, I swear. Oh my gosh.
Where is my dad?
Your dad's back in the Feywild, you dweeb.
I thought he was dead.
Okay. Gosh, she took everything. Okay, here's the deal. You've been sent here to kill the Night Mother. That's your whole deal.
The Night Mother.
Yes, the Night Mother. Oh my gosh, man.
Are you talking about that old witch in the tent?
Listen, you didn't want to do it, but you knew you had to do it. And you knew that you might not come back, and so you didn't want to remember your family, and ultimately they sent you here to kill the Night Mother.
My family's dead.
No, no, just your mom. Oh, that's really kind of mean to say just like that.
Jeez.
No, just your mom.
Well, sorry. Who sent you to come check up on me?
I told you, the Mother Maiden.
Mother maid.
It's a colloquialism you gave her. It's pretty chill. We kind of like it. I mean, look. The other brownies, they were thinking this was a dumb idea to come to you in your dreams, but I knew you forgot. I told you we were BFFFs.
All right, BFFFF. Can you send a message to my father?
Of course I can. Wait, your dad?
Yeah, you
I was
said
like,
he's
Mother
alive.
Maiden. Well, yeah, he's fine, but he's like, he's worried about you, so he kind of went back and I don't know. Maybe he'll show up.
He's coming here?
Well, he said he would leave. He didn't know where he was going. Just kind of making assumptions here. Ass out of you and me kind of thing. So,
God. All right. Well, tell this Mother Maiden it'd be nice to know a little more about what we're facing here as far as the Night Mother and what I'm supposed to be doing. You send me in here blind.
no, you sent yourself in here without one eye. It doesn't make you blind.
I cannot imagine that I would ask to be totally clueless coming into a situation like this.
This is exactly why you asked for this, because you knew that you'd have a better chance of getting swabbled up by this whole Barovian evil bad guy thing if you didn't know anything. If you felt too powerful, then maybe he'd be like, no, go away,
All right. Well, is there anything else you can tell me? What?
Yes, I can. My name is a Grandier.
A Grandier.
Yes, a Grandier. Like a big, grand, old-fashioned, Bambi style thing. A Grandier. You get it.
It's a lovely name.
Thank you. Yeah, my mom thought it was cool until it wasn't funny in school.
A Grandier?
Yes.
Since we're dreaming,
You're dreaming. Yeah, you want to fly?
well, for old time's sake,
Yeah, go for it.
can I chuck you across the pond?
Sure.
All right.
So you just pick him up.
And I
Suddenly, you're
imagine,
on the northeastern coast,
we're on the pond back where I lived.
You imagine
facing London.
you imagine you're on a pond back. Actually, you're back where you live. Interesting. It's not like where your usual pond situation is, but that's kind of fun. So you imagine a very beautiful Scotland scene, similar-esque, and you hold this little quickling man in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and you
I wind up. And
Oh.
I just chuck him and skip him across the pond.
He goes, I missed this! And then you hear and then literally you hear that and you, and you look over and you see a Shiv and a Thomas asleep.
I just roll over. I mean, I take the moment in to kind of contemplate what happened, then I just go back to sleep.
You go back to sleep. All right, we awaken the next day with that little tidbit. And, I mean, this is what happens if you hand me no backstory. I mean, I'm just going to...
Love it.
All right, so here we are.
awesome.
And we
Awesome.
are here in the middle of the Hotel Blue Water Inn. So, what do you guys...
Hotel.
It's an inn.
6
What do you guys wanna
a.m.-ish.
I will say you guys, went to bed a little earlier than usual. You can be up around 6, sure.
Perfect.
Time to go to the North Lake Bar.
Who shall we take?
Baratok. Us three.
Quick question to certain persons.
Hmm.
Let's go with Vasilka.
Okay, you walk up to Vasilka.
Can he swim?
No.
Have you ever tried to swim?
No.
Okay. Nope.
Can you walk underwater?
Can you live underwater?
I don't need to breathe or eat. So.
Oh. You don't need to breathe.
Could take a while to walk back, though.
You might be eaten by fish.
They'd try.
Well, we don't know if it's just your regular.
Maybe she should hang
boss.
out with Rictavio
Alright.
today.
Vasilka, hang out here for a while. We'll need you later.
I could swim.
All right. Hey,
Also-
I'm chilling. I'm trying to learn this
We-
audition song, which is going to take me a little longer. You see, we've been adventuring, which puts me
Yeah.
kind of in a weird spot. I'm going to need some help. Could
Does.
somebody kind of like run me through the songs? Maybe like an hour, 2 hours?
Oh, if you work with
Irina,
Irina.
You really think she's going to help me?
Nope.
we can.
Yeah. Can
Certainly
we leave?
ask.
Can we leave it sun up, Shiv, and I work with an hour with Vasilka, and you
Let's
guys
ask-
prep?
Just a
Let's
little
just
voice
ask
lesson,
Irina
just something to
real
get me
quick.
going.
Yeah.
But first,
It'll be 50 gold per hour.
Vasilka, do you remember Donovich, the priest?
Donovich. Yeah, the creepy guy.
Remember he was wearing a set of armor that we took off him to carry him?
Yeah.
That we still have?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that armor would fit you?
I don't know if I'd be the most proficient use of it, but I could probably wear it.
When we next go to perhaps get in some kind of combat, why don't you put that on?
All right.
All right.
I'm going to need help getting into it. It takes
Probably,
probably
yeah.
take me 10 minutes
Yeah,
to
we
put it
don't-
on.
Yeah, well.
Me and you. First, you two prep anything you want. Vasilka and I go work for an hour, and then we will
All right.
head out at.
I'm gonna find
sun up.
Exxon
Actually,
while we're doing it.
no, you got Vasilka. Let's see. Let's see if Esmeralda's up.
Okay.
Knock
So you
on
work
door.
with Vasilka. Things are going well. You guys are doing that.
We need to make a
We
roll
plan to
or
do things
No,
during
I just
this hour.
I just didn't want to let it pass by that she's literally never had any training yet.
anything. All right. Well, let's train her for an hour.
Yes.
That's what's
So
going to happen.
that's what's happening. You're going to Exxon is what I heard. And what were you doing?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. Let's get to Exxon first. We'll get to Esmeralda. Exxon, you go up to. You see Exxon downstairs in his red robe, his dark maroon robe, his alopecia'd body, absent of hair. Get my wife's name. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I knew you were there because I was there.
So was all the audience, so I had to address it. So anyway, you see him. He is older and creepy, and he continues to hold his staff with a skull on the top. You come down, you see him in a booth with a coffee. What do you do?
Hi, Exxon. You enjoying your coffee?
Oh yes, yes, I am. I am.
Aye, I'm never mobile until I've had a cup at least in the morning.
Yes. For some reason, they've been calling it Joe. Strange.
Huh. I wonder if that's the name of the beans that made it.
Joe Beans?
Hey, sometimes they're sometimes they're alive. You know. Beans have families.
Joe Beans.
Hmm.
Interesting. You start a business.
Hmm.
Make a pun out of it. What is you have? Oh, you need some beans. None of you gotta have some bean. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Joe Beans. We could trade things. Be like Trader Joe Beans.
I hate you.
Shiv's conversation's not going to take
You were
this long.
trying. You're really good.
All right.
I was working on it.
Well, Exxon, I was actually I'm just gonna ask D&D question.
Mm-hmm.
The type of wizard that Exxon has, is it reasonable to expect? Do we need a cleric to cure madness?
You need someone who can cast Greater Restoration, which is not him.
Yeah.
What about
Octavio
resisting
can.
the Devil Stare?
That would be like a protection from evil and good, which was something that a lot of people in your party can cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they need to prepare that ahead of time?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Okay.
You pretty much assumed if you pay Exxon what he's due, he will give you access to his spells. I've handed you ahead of time for this game things that they all can do, just in case you wanted to borrow them for a company and for any unforeseen reason. As I'm throwing things like Nightwalkers in this game for some reason. So yeah, definitely the help would be helpful.
Well, Exxon, I
so
just
good.
wanted to give you a heads up. When we might be going to the audition here in town. I don't know if you've heard the townsfolk talking about it, but it'd be nice if you see any foul, brimstone-like creatures about. Go ahead and feel.
Oh, there's a.
There might be. What if there are?
This is good. This is good. This is good.
How would you feel if you encountered one of them? or multiple?
I'll be in disguise then.
Then you should probably go to the audition in the disguise.
Yes. I will need a new name. Perhaps Joe.
Joe it is.
Why?
What about Joe's mother? I need a backstory.
Joe's
Joe Mama.
that can be Ms. Dira.
Oh, man.
I'm a bean salesman. All right, so you step away. He just keeps going.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
All right, yeah. Next conversation.
He's going to
All right, so you
Esmeralda.
go to Esmeralda. You knock on the door.
Yes.
And you just, as you begin to knock, you get this.
Isn't the door's already open?
Mm-hmm.
Is she in there?
You make a perception check.
22.
Signs of a struggle. Doors cracked, or windows cracked. Doors been rushed, pulled. The bolt is not at its place. The chain's hanging loose.
Did we hear anything at night? I have a
Nope.
19 passive perception.
Nope.
19. Anyways.
Or maybe you heard Duncan shoot up. Maybe that, but not anything else.
All right. Going down to get Duncan. Do I see Duncan yet?
You see Duncan. You see Duncan talking to Exxon, and
About
Exxon.
Joe. for some
Exxon's
reason.
like he's like looking at his coffee, like
All right. Go grab Duncan.
Hey, what's up?
Duncan, get a steak.
A steak?
Steak.
A steak? Why are we hunting vampires?
No. Vistani.
Oh,
Again.
that was so good.
that's great.
Again.
I'll go to the kitchen, grab a steak,
He cuts you a fresh piece.
give him a piece of gold, take it,
Yep.
and then go get two.
Go get two.
Go get two. All right. So the singing wraps up,
What?
and
Good voice lesson?
yeah, voice lesson.
We did that in 10 minutes.
I
at
know,
best.
I know. I'm just saying, what do you plan on doing when it wraps up? Because they're gonna be doing stuff, and I'm gonna like want some sort of a.
Oh, we're going to try to be back by then.
Oh, if you want to do that, then we can do that.
Yeah, we're
They got
if we-
50 minutes.
If we can't be back by then, we will come back and then
Okay. So what are you guys going to do then?
find
Find.
Esmeralda
Okay. Perfect.
again.
You go take your cat for a walk,
Mm-hmm.
and
Early in the morning.
early in the morning, you see a light. You see somebody light jogging. You get that morning jog in.
They're running now. We
All
got
will
a
be
saber-toothed
well.
tiger.
Got
All will be well.
reflective mirrors.
Jamming AirPods in and everything.
It's the
Sorry.
law.
I need to reel it back.
the
I
law.
apologize. I'm just getting really, really excited about what's gonna happen later.
It's the
So,
law.
yes, you guys go
Truth
and
is always smiling.
you guys take this cat around
Where are we going?
essentially around Valaki, and the scent is never caught.
Oh, sorry. Let me switch back.
Bang.
Bang. All right, so as you guys begin to go around the place, that's when Thomas obviously finished. You guys went around Valaki and did not find her.
Yeah.
So she is not here. But I will tell you that the scent it doesn't get picked up, but the cat does aim in the direction most often of what would be the east.
Great. Castle Ravenloft
Okay.
east of the east.
Well, boy,
Let's head back.
I think
Just let him go kill her. Just let Tooth go. He'll run.
I don't think he could if we let him.
So you see this dark elf woman come up behind you both, and like her cloak and her long dress and her heels. She comes up behind you and says, "What are we doing?"
Is it,
Ms. Dira.
yeah. Looking
Well-
for someone.
Who?
Our friend was stolen away in the night.
Seemingly.
Oh, that stinks. Who?
What's
Did she ever meet?
what was it? What's Esmeralda's classification in D&D? Her character, like, what's her class?
Well, that's not a thing that you
No.
say.
Yeah or no?
No, but I'm a barbarian. Like that's
A fighter.
I don't have God or civilization. I'm a barbarian. No, like
wait. All right. She was Monster Hunter.
there it is.
The woman Monster Hunter.
Okay. So okay,
The one with the hair.
that's fine. Here's something interesting. I heard something last night.
When?
Does it go along with the things we saw in the morning? In the room?
She just says she heard. Oh, you're asking her that? She says I did hear a window crash.
Yes.
Coming from near our rooms.
Oh, that's where my information runs out without money.
How much farther does it go?
You'll have to pay and find out.
I get out a gold piece.
Okay.
Flip it over to her.
She catches it and says, "Then."
Hey, you got Milivaj's wages, right? The rest of the Gravedigger's wages?
I spent them all on a demon.
You give him all of them?
I kept throwing him 10 gold because I thought he was a dude.
You had 50. You got 30 left.
Okay, so I get 9 more gold. Sling it to her.
Yeah, you sling her 9 more gold, and she says, "Then, it seems that the individual leapt from the window, wasn't pulled, wasn't grabbed or anything. I remember seeing it from my last night's stroll. She jumped, leapt from the window, and then ran in the direction outside of Valaki."
Oh, no.
Could it possibly be the second devil?
All I know, she really didn't want to be in that room. I wonder why.
Fear effect, perhaps?
Maybe the room itself is the culprit. Something more, something less.
Well,
Well, we're heading back there anyway.
suppose we check out the room.
I appreciate your patronage, boys. I will be back at the Blue Water should we need more mercenary work.
Much appreciated.
And she steps away.
Anyways. Heading back.
So we go back there.
Yep.
Gonna check out the room.
You see Thomas coming down the stairs with Vasilka.
Good lesson. It was really good.
Honestly, I didn't think I had it in me.
You
but
did really, really good. Really, really good progress. Well, we can work tonight and before the audition tomorrow
yeah,
night.
oh yeah, for sure. Well, the thing is for me is that singing in Celestial, it's already a singing language.
Yeah.
So then why do we have I don't understand.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Well, because then how do you get the timbre of the singing, but the word in its tone?
Well, the really interesting thing will be when is you won't actually be singing Celestial. You'll be singing the vowels that sound like Celestial, and so you're like singing in common, but you're mimicking Celestial. If
It's
that
weird.
makes sense.
Does that make it? Does it make it the dead version of that language?
Not necessarily. We're because we're not fluent in the language. We're doing our best to mimic it.
It's interesting. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I would think the devil wouldn't like singing in Celestial.
Oh, Shiv, hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
I thought you were going to say, and tooth.
why do you have such long faces? Beside the fact that you're an alligator man.
She's learned jokes now.
That's a good one.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, what's up?
That's
Why
all.
you so down?
Esmeralda's been missing.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's about how today should have gone. Yeah, yeah, sure. Great. Wow.
What did you say to her last night again?
I told her what happened yesterday, and then she was like, "And you have this book?"
You showed her the
Okay,
book.
okay,
I
hold on. Real talk. What did she do?
Jumped from a window, apparently.
She left the room.
What? Hold on.
Let's go look at the
My
room.
girl would not do that. Hold on. What? Hold on. What? Thomas, go back. What did she do with you?
She answered the door. I told her everything.
No, there's got to be some more details.
There was the book,
Showed her the book.
I showed her the book.
and then she slammed the door on
and
you.
she slammed the door in my face.
And then apparently sometime during the night, she...
She didn't have any clothes on. which
Leapt
was weird.
from the window.
She had like just her jacket on.
Anyways, let's just go to the room.
I mean, I don't think that's an important detail.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
thought it was
that's
important.
Vasilka saying that.
It was important to me.
Yeah, maybe it is important to the story. We're going to continue.
Important to everyone but Shiv in the moment.
So you guys, the
Moving
four
up.
of you head upstairs, and you see on your way up the stairs, coming down the stairs, is Ismark and Irina. The two of them are decked out in their many weapons. Ismark has a long sword on his back, a short sword on his side, dagger at his hip, and is wearing a little bit more armor than he usually does. And you see Irina in a similar circumstance, holding a rapier at her side.
Irina, the lesser, how are you?
What's the occasion?
Irina says, the instance here is that we are feeling cooped up and need something to eat, but we also don't trust anyone, so
Oh,
here we are.
Fair enough.
sure.
Yeah.
I just ran out of liquor, so.
Moving along.
Yeah. That's all right.
You pass those two and head on upstairs. Okay, you get to the
Oh.
room. What?
Oh, before you go, you didn't hear anything last night, did you? Either of you?
No, I'm afraid we did not. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, never. Oh, yeah, inside check. These guys lie.
These guys lie. How terrible.
Insight. 26.
Okay.
Plus 9.
It's much more than
Um,
mine.
They heard everything, but they're also restless sleepers. So you don't get the intent that they like
Oh.
are withholding. They're just like, we don't want to know.
Ah. Well, let's go look at this room.
Remember that whole talk about not asking questions?
Yeah, like they're very just like leave us alone,
Yeah, okay.
which isn't necessarily bad. It's just that that's how
like,
they've
nope,
tended to
nope.
survive.
Nope.
Yeah.
Didn't
I don't know.
hear
You guys head
Nope.
up, and you see Esmeralda's room.
Alright.
You go ahead and make investigation checks. The lot of you.
Hold on.
12.
Nat 20.
Wow, what's the total?
4.
4.
The total's 4?
21.
Thomas, you see the jacket, and your mind goes in different places.
Yeah, feels correct.
Shiv,
12.
12. You notice that the rug is dirty in like a white soot kind of way.
Anything about the lock?
21.
Oh, you're looking at the lock?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Because that's what I first saw when I tried to open the door.
Oh yeah, the lock on the inside doesn't seem to be damaged, other than like it seems like somebody tried to pull it. Like somebody tried to pull it really hard
Instead of pushing.
instead of pushing. Well, mind you, the door is a pull door. But
Just-
why would someone try to pull it so hard? It was like they were locked from the inside. That's what
Yes.
you gather. So what do you have?
She was staring at the door the whole time.
21.
21. Well, but the 12, that's really like the biggest detail that you
He
notice.
rolled the 20.
Right, 20 bajillion. So you look on the ground, you see soot, white soot on the ground, and you notice that. So basically, imagine a 4-post bed, right, a queen-size bed, 4-post, and like a sort of lovely quilted type situation. You see a dresser on one side of the room and a closet on the corner, and then otherwise it's just like side tables and candles and such. And most of the candles have been put out, and you guys relight them as you enter because you kind of have to in Barovia. And doing so allows the cracks to be revealed in such a way that allows Shiv to then see, he does see in the dark, but allows you to see the finer details and is able to notice these things. And then Duncan, you catch as soon as the light is now pulled around as you hold a candle in your finger, you wave it over the carpet. You see that the carpet underneath the bed has been curved slightly to the side, almost folded in such a way that would lead you to believe that it was moved by hand.
Can I lift up the carpet?
You certainly can. So basically you peel up kind of the corner, but you're going to have to move the whole bed to move this.
Move the whole bed?
Okay, go ahead and give me... No, screw that. You guys together make it happen. It's including Vasilikos here, of course.
Yeah.
And you guys are able to move the bed. But by doing so, you pull the entire bed as you begin to pull this thing. And you see now against the back wall, there is a hole about the size of... What's a great hole size? I got 4 basketballs kind of
Is this
stacked on
an
top of each other.
Internal wall or the external
The
wall?
external wall. Underneath the bed. Something has crawled underneath the bed from the back wall, and it seemed that it got in.
So 4 basketballs high,
No, 4 basketballs
put together.
like in this, like in a 2x2, the size of this hole.
Wow. It's a big rat.
And then there's over by the window broken. But now with your investigation check continuing, you see
Yeah.
that it was broken from the inside out,
Right. And so
confirming your story that you heard from Isdira.
when we peel, so we see that, like to look into the hole, see if I can see any, like, if there, what kind of animal was there or something like that. Or
Okay.
Is it super
There's a
dark in this
demon.
room or just mediocre dark?
It's always dim light during the daytime.
I'll give us some bright light.
Yeah, all right, right on. So you bring the candle near there, you do all that kind of stuff. Go ahead and give me a survival check, see if you see any claw marks of any
Can
kind.
I also do that?
Oh, you could help him.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Give me hope.
He's kind of too close for that. So with your little balls of light, you help illuminate the area a
Advantage.
little more.
So you have advantage. Oh wait, is my survival better? I mean, don't matter. Down 1.
15.
15 is enough to know that whatever did this was something squeezed its way in here. The claw marks are reminiscent of almost every other type of creature, except for the fact that you do see a thumb. Right, like you see, not a single thumb, but like a thumb involved in the scratch.
thumbprint.
Right, like it is a scratch that would include a thumb. So something that is not like a more, a less violent, more tangible creature.
What's it smell like in here?
A little like brimstone, but also, Thomas, you recognize a little bit of a faint smell that, like almost an acidic smell of some kind. You specifically recognize, and it triggers, like, when you have a particular alcohol that puts you in such an unease, you begin to recognize, and when that smell puts you at unease, you don't necessarily remember where. I'm not going to tell you where you remember this, but you do remember this acidic smell, and it kind of puts you off a little bit as you smell that smell.
I believe
Duncan, you
guano
smell
was
that?
acidic.
You believe what was acidic?
Guano.
Yeah, not necessarily the aim I'm going for.
Do you smell that?
I'm going to go straight downstairs to
Wait,
Rictavio.
Duncan, wait.
What?
Do you smell that? Mr. Better Nose Than Me?
He's the one who smelled the brimstone, and then you smelled the little acid.
What's
Because you guys were helping each other.
that acid smell?
Acid and brimstone.
Well, acidic smell, not necessarily acid. Just
What's
like
the acidic smell? Sorry.
Acidic brimstone.
acidic would be in the context of like citrus, but not in the terms of like it being pleasant, just burning your nose a little bit.
All right. Something came in here and chased her out.
Yeah.
What's through the hole?
I mean, does it go through the walls or just in the
You
wall?
look down and you, continuing your investigation check, you do not see any claw marks up the wall.
So it flew to the side of the building and clawed its way into the building and
Yep.
scared her away.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go down to Rictavio.
Okay, you head on down this. You head Duncan the first to leave. Anybody want to do anything left in this room?
Nah.
I mean, is there any more clues?
I mean, I pretty much gave you pretty solid clues.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Let
going to ask if there's
me-
anything chasing them.
We good?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm assuming I don't recognize off the bat.
This is one of those situations where I'm
Ha.
not going to tell you what it is. You
That's
are.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a werebat, it would have made like a huge entrance.
I have a
Would it have?
feeling that, it yells a lot. I have a feeling that our friend Esmeralda went a little mad the same way Rictavio did.
But something was in here with her.
Something
something
came in here.
Yeah.
something hellish and or
Yeah, it's got
creepy.
It's got red leathery wings, clawed its way in, boo, and she jumped out and ran.
So you
I
think
just can't get over that acidic smell, though.
I have no idea. Yeah.
What's that about? It's Vasilka.
Should I roll survival on that?
You're not trained in it. You
mean,
can make
can I
a.
roll
Can I roll survival on it?
If you're trained in it, sure. Are you
Trained in
trained?
survival?
Are you trained in survival?
Heck yeah.
Well, then go for it.
Can I? I'm also trained.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you actually helped him, so no.
Survival.
20.
20.
Oh wow.
Brimstone, acid, wings. Thomas in particular recognized it. What is all that add up to?
Lucian.
Lucian.
Okay, I'm gonna help you because the 20 is pretty good.
Or was it an imp?
That's
what I was- So that's yes.
You understand now
You
why it
recognize
triggered a little bit of a uneasy feeling in you.
Yes.
God, and it was invisible.
Because you almost got killed by an imp.
Lord, no, I'm not an imp. Probably that one.
Yep, Majesto.
All right. So
I mean,
looks like an imp.
why did she run? She could have killed it.
Perhaps it was invisible.
I mean, yeah, but
Well,
then-
you see her jacket, and she didn't approach you last night wearing much. So, what do you think her options were?
Oh, fair. I'll check that. What's in the closet?
Yeah. We have our weapons.
There's all her stuff there.
You see that all but. Oh shoot! Her foot is in here.
Or mechanical fuck.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Shiv will take the foot and also
gonna-
the jacket and also weapons there.
Yeah,
And
all her
armor.
stuff's in here.
How much do I know about wizards?
bag.
and the knowledge of the spells that exist in the Forgotten Realms.
I mean, I would say up to your level you're familiar with. Like very familiar with, but you can make an Arcana check to determine any higher than that. Like up to your level of like capability as far as magic is concerned. You do understand that you can learn spells.
No, I'm asking. Do I know? I'll just not be. Do I know the scrying spell exists?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
would like to
as an
go-
individual trained in eloquence, espionage is a part of that.
I would like to go talk to. What's his name?
Exxon?
Yeah.
ExxonMobil.
So
With Esmeralda.
Sorry,
Jacket.
Joe.
Joe.
so you go downstairs and you
With
see
her jacket.
Okay. You go downstairs and you see 3 cups of coffee
Yeah, he's wired.
and a shaky older man. Mhm.
Okay, so we signed our contract, right?
Did we?
We did.
Did you?
I don't know.
I don't
telling
believe
him,
we
I'm
did.
telling him that we did.
Okay, make a deception check. I was like, I don't think that's true.
21.
21.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
We need you to scry on an individual with using her jacket.
Call me Joe.
Okay, Joe.
And he begins to like kind of like he moves the coffee off the table. And he grabs the skull, goes and like pulls it off, and he goes and he puts 2 little like crystalline like little like things in the eyeballs, and he grabs the side and goes, "Come here, sissy." Oh God. And he goes. How long does it take to cast scrying? I believe it's 10 minutes. It could be an hour.
I think it's 10 minutes, but I can check. I have the internet. You guys do something.
Do I have Exxon?
No, I
So,
have that
Joe.
10 minutes.
Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, he begins to look at it and make this weird humming noise.
Where's
It's going to take long.
Marisa? Or Ms. Dira?
Ms. Dira, you look around for Ms. Dira. You go downstairs, and Ms. Dira is not present in the place.
As soon as he finds,
What
as
about
soon as he
Octavio?
can tell us where he is, we need to go to start trying to find Mordenkainen.
What about Octavio?
Okay, yeah, Rictavio's easy enough to find. You walk over to the nearest guy. I mean, I'm always just recommending that you can just talk to people. Be like, yo, hey, do you know where so-and-so is? So I'll say that Shiv has the wisdom to walk up and go, hey, do you know where Octavio is? And then somebody who, like, one of the bartenders is like, yeah, he's back in his office.
Cool.
And then you walk back to his office if you
We'll
want
walk
to.
back there.
All
while
right, you
they're
walk
doing
back to
this
the
whole thing
office.
with
You
Exxon.
do a, the ye old lock that we have. I think it was 4 knocks. I think I just screwed it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was saying 4 and then the weight and then the not. Yeah. So anyway, you go into this room, and Octavio looks up and goes, "Hello, Shiv. What can I do for you?"
Are you aware that Esmeralda is no longer here?
What?
It seems like an imp got into her room last night.
An imp. Imps particularly are always under someone.
Right.
So something sent it, if that's the case.
That's definitely not good.
Do I need to repair something?
Yeah, there's a portion of wall that's...
A whole... I wonder if it did it with its stinger, or if it did it with its claws. Do we know?
I think claws?
We know.
No,
Okay.
no claw marks.
And
I
he
can't-
didn't.
I can't tell you that.
Shiv didn't know.
I mean, you wouldn't have told us, hey, there are claw marks. It looks like there's a thumb. Would you not have said that?
Maybe.
I was gonna go to Rictavio, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So anyway, you say that to him, and he says, "Okay,
Just yay big.
what do you want me to do?"
Thought you might have a little more information. We're attempting right now with Exxon to find her.
Oh, best of luck. She can take care of herself.
No, without her foot.
He gets up from the desk, and immediately grabs his cane and starts to walk, and goes, "Lead the way."
All right.
You guys pull away. He closes the door, locks the door, walks out, goes into the bar, and goes, "Where's Esmeralda?" And everyone in the room is like, "What? What? Huh?" And then he's like, "I said, where's Esmeralda?"
Are we going to have to cure your madness again?
No. Where is she? trying to figure it out.
That's what we're trying to do.
Oh,
Yeah, we're scrying.
oh, I missed that.
Sorry.
He didn't say it.
You're right, I did.
And so finally, the 10 minutes are up, and he goes, what do you guys do while he sits there?
Roll my eyes.
Wave my hand in front of him.
Drink his coffee.
Drink his coffee.
Okay, it's black coffee.
All
It's
right.
straight coffee. You can see though, as the cups have been sitting there, the ones that are like less full are more sweeter, and he's been working his way into black coffee.
Of course.
I
I kind of
The true Joe.
poke him on the chest and shake his shoulder.
and he doesn't move, and then he goes, no. Thank you, sister.
So?
You okay? It's black coffee. Yes, of course. So, I was scrying on Esmeralda. You
Yes.
handed him the jacket. We used the process. I did all things normal.
Yes.
She's in the middle of the road, about 1.5 miles east.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, we'll be back.
Rictavio. Talking to Rictavio.
Yes, of course.
She's in the road. 1.5 miles east. Can you take... Well... Can we send someone out there?
We're
no.
going.
I mean,
We're going
I'll
right
get on
now.
a horse.
Why?
You can take the horses.
All right. All right. Wasted enough time this morning. Why not more?
Well, it's only a mile. It'll take less than an hour to get there and back.
Yeah.
We can
So we
start
get
our
on-
we can start our journey by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Can we go faster on like horseback as opposed to wagon?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's just take
3
horses.
horses.
It'll take you like 20 minutes total to make this trip.
All right,
Do it.
let's do,
Do
it.
it.
All right.
All right, so you go. You know, the whole thing. You guys go on in that direction. And eventually, in the distance, go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh, I brought her jacket.
Okay.
You brought her jacket. She brought everything else.
Fair point. Fair point. Perception, you say?
Yeah. 17.
17.
21.
Okay. 21's great. You guys continuing to ride past, you see like forest on each side of you, and as you finally approach kind of this middle space that she's in, she's literally just laying on the floor, laying like seemingly unconscious in the middle of the region. As you continue to approach, you hop off your horses, your boots hit the ground, you little puff of smoke. You can see as you're holding your torches or your shiv, and you can just see. And you look down and you see a very wet, very unconscious, and very... Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh, God.
$17.
21.
10.
This body is neither lifeless nor dead.
Oh God.
Cure wounds.
She's alive.
Cure wounds.
It's not lifeless nor dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's in between.
Mm-hmm.
She's breathing.
Yeah. You just bring her back literally with that spell.
Yep.
All the color in her skin comes back, and she's like,
Shiv, give it her jacket.
Twilight Sanctuary.
okay, what does that do?
10 hit points.
Cancels a fear or charm effect.
Okay, she's no longer afraid.
I love you, Shiv.
She's no longer afraid, but you look to your left, and you see in the distance something that is way taller than it should be.
Oh no.
How far distance?
100 feet. It's staring at you with no eyes. You can tell it's looking into you, though.
We see it.
Make
Can
a
I
wisdom saving throw.
Who's
Thomas, as he looks at it.
Oh, a lot. 23.
Oh, shoot. Hold on, give me a second.
And as I do that, I'm just 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
You gonna just attack it?
Well, did I just feel something? Hopefully, did I just feel like this feeling as I made that wisdom save?
You feel this like
Yeah, probably.
you feel this like sense of dread, and as you see like Thomas goes grayscale for a second, and then as he like shakes it off, his body goes back to having a little bit of color amidst the torchlight that Duncan's carrying.
Can I? And Duncan sees this creature.
Duncan, you catch wind. You see a tall curling horns that extend outward. It has no wings. It is just wisping in the night as you barely see its reflection amidst your torch.
I know what it is. Does Duncan know what it is?
Duncan for sure knows what it is. It's a Nightwalker. It is a native of darkness and death.
All right. We need to get out of here right now. Everyone
Shiv will
get on the
grab-
horses.
Grab Esmeralda and pull her up.
I will make a note, Duncan. You know that this means the thing's presence here means that Esmeralda died sometime within the past 10 minutes.
That's something we'll have to sort out when we get back.
This thing only shows up when there's death.
Well, did it eat her soul?
She seems to be alive to me.
Is she like conscious or is she just like catatonic?
Pulling her onto horse.
She's alive.
Okay, well then let's take off.
Yeah, you guys take off.
Are we Eldritch blasting it on the way back.
Nope.
You blast at this thing, Thomas, just FYI.
I didn't do that.
Oh, you don't want to blast that?
Nope.
Okay.
It's immune to force damage, of course.
No. No.
Oh.
No. But anyway, you guys
Who's not
I
immune
take
to force
one.
damage?
I take one last look at it as we're riding it past.
can make a wisdom save.
Dummy. Cliff still got Twilight Sanctuary up.
Yes, I do.
Up here. Oh, it's the save? It's the top one. Oh.
13.
As you look at it, you can't help but stop your horse, turn around, and you look. It raises its long finger, points at you. You blink and it's gone, and you lose 26 hit points, and you are now frightened.
Shit.
Are you gonna do your thing?
I will. It's on their turn, I believe.
And then, Duncan, you ride on back
69.
back to where we were, and you guys continue on back towards Vallaki with the woman on your horse.
Well. What happened, Esmeralda?
Oh, when he ends his turn in the sphere, so... At the end, I'm canceling the fear effect on.
Yeah, so
Right.
basically you turn back around, you come back in, you are no
Yeah.
longer scared of what just happened.
Yeah.
And as you begin to understand, yeah, you have to sleep to get those back.
Yeah.
That 26 is not healable right now.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Wow. All right. We head back.
Ez, what happened last night?
The imp walked in, and then it showed me something. It showed me some sort of a pool of water in a cup. And then I looked in this cup as it held it up to me, and I attempted to dodge out of the way. It was trying to splash it on me, or so I thought. And then I remember running, and then running out of this town, and then falling. And then waking up here.
You didn't see that thing, did you?
What thing?
Nothing. Let's keep going.
This is bad.
We're
It's
gonna
not-
drop you off at the Blue Water.
Well, it's
You're gonna
not
stay with
good.
Octavio. We're gonna go find Mordenkainen.
Well, it's not good.
Anyway, you guys drop her off. You guys put on her leg. You guys get her
Yeah.
clothed. You get her outfitted for battle once
Here's
more.
all your stuff.
This
Thank you.
conversation's just happening on horseback.
Yeah, no, it's pretty.
Galloping.
It's pretty intense.
Maybe,
And
maybe sleep in a different room.
okay,
Maybe put some salt around your bed this time.
Or whatever it is that works.
okay, we'll do. You guys head back to the Blue Water Inn. Man, that is what the woods sounds like. Holy cow!
It is now.
I mean, just holy moly. Oh man. So yeah, it's really hard to tell as she kind of in a panic kind of begins to recollect and see your fear, and it's really hard for her to process what just happened. But you guys managed to keep her supposedly alive and put back in the Blue Water Inn. So you guys begin to make your journey in the direction of the Mount Baratok region above Lake Zarovich. We have been there once before. I will go ahead and pull up the map just for
While that's
funsies.
going on,
Do we-
Duncan, did you see that thing?
I got a good look at it.
What was it?
It's a Nightwalker,
What's that?
right? It's a Nightwalker.
Yup.
It's a creature that belongs to powers not of this world.
But it's not what came into her room.
No.
She said the imp did.
That would be the imp.
Are they together?
Oh, I don't think so. This thing is on a whole different level.
Fantastic.
These creatures will devour the very soul of those they hunt. I doubt even the devil himself would want to tango with one of these.
Let's make an ally of one. That's a joke. I promise it's a joke.
We both like to look at you.
Like,
I promise I'm kidding.
Duncan's still got like bags under his eyes as he looks at you.
As you can see, part of his whole essence is now gray.
Are you okay?
I could use a nap.
Hid the piercing color of Duncan's normally blue-green eyes are grayer than usual.
Did you look at it?
I told you I got a good look at it.
Is that what you
I
get
did
by
too,
looking
but
at
I
it?
look. I feel fine.
These creatures, they have a certain effect on people.
I mean, I'm fine.
So don't look at it? Is that what you're saying?
I'd avoid doing it directly. I was
Okay.
a fool. They say that sometimes you see the face of your very worst enemy in their faceless heads.
It's true. I can't,
Wow.
I can't deny that that's true.
What how are we gonna find Mordecai right now?
I'd say split up.
Have you tried searching for any writings of his with that magic book of
Oh.
yours?
Oh, ancient book of grimoireness. Reveal to me the journal of the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
Okay, you open up and you see every spell ever made in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh God!
You
I
al-
learned them all. I am invincible.
Give me 1 hour.
But also you see
You learn every spell and your head
But also you
explodes.
see a series of writings that are just chicken scratch. You see a series of writings that are talking about being from a place long far away that is another planet. You hear
Worse
something
than
of a
that.
place called Eberron. You hear from something called the Swords Coast that you know of, and you're like, this is totally familiar. But then you hear of things that are like the Shadowfell and the Celestial Realms, and then you get a series of and a list of just so many of his foes and all the things that he has fought, and a compendium, if you will, of all of the monsters that he's kept track of.
And your head explodes.
Whether or not you're able to retain it is up to interpretation. However, you do recognize that this man, once powerful and knowledgeable, is now missing. Somewhere in this chicken scratch, he has gone to
So
madness.
at the end, you just close the book and like, who is this?
Is there any inkling of location in these chicken scratch that I can piece from?
Why would there be? Who
Make
journals when they're
an
dead or
insight
mad?
check.
Okay.
He might have been like, they won't find me up here in the mountains or something. I don't know.
26.
It was all an elaborate code.
You read something that just says north of the mountain lake.
The mountain lake. We'd like to look at the map.
You may.
It's
Is there
like
anything
Zarovich.
north of that? Should we go down a river on our boat?
We haven't made up to the boats yet.
Thomas conveyed north of the mountain lake to
Yeah,
us.
I will just say you guys can like fast forward at any time. This is not like one of those that's gonna be like
Okay,
a high encounter situation.
we
That
wanna
that
fa-
whole thing was just kind of scary. So
Do we want to fast forward to the river on our boat?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Where's north of the mountain lake?
north of the mountain lake would be the letter M on the map right now.
That's what I thought.
All the letter M's.
Yes,
Yes.
M for Mad Mage and Mount.
And
for
Mordenkainen.
Yeah,
Well-
that's possible. Yes.
Wait.
What do you mean? Wait?
North of the mountain lake.
And for mage.
Are you talking about the forest?
Yeah, we stay on the river.
That's not a
Oh.
river. It's a lake.
It's
What
a,
are the rivers
it's-
above
it's
that?
a tributary.
We're not going to go and hunt down every river.
I mean, it's safer than going into the forest.
It might be. But first we
It
should
is.
check out the
Aye.
lakeside.
We should avoid the forest if we can.
Let's just go on the coast of the
Yeah,
Svalich Wood.
All right.
exactly.
Here, morning cannon, morning cannon, morning cannon.
I would say, how far off would you say are?
Here, morning cannon, morning cannon, morning. Thomas does that for maybe longer than for like 15 minutes.
All right,
longer
so you
than
guys,
the
you
show.
guys begin to boat yourselves in that direction.
They do.
Yeah.
They boat. What do you do?
I'm going to swim the other way.
Okay.
Split up.
Okay.
Come on, ground fast.
Go ahead and make survival checks for me, y'all. As everyone in this party's trained in it.
12.
12,
23.
23,
22.
22.
So stay to the boat, Shiv.
From the vantage point that they have, they are able to see north of the mountain lake that the trees begin their steady climb up the slopes. Its monolithic presence oppressive at this distance. The ground here is rocky, uneven, and tiring to navigate. But you guys, in the comfort of the boat, are able to see. Even the wolves are avoiding this area. It's scary. It's terrifying. Duncan points out a space where he could barely see. Maybe it's in his consciousness. Maybe it's not. That he is seeing this nightmare that he had once seen. However, you see above a blanket of fog that engulfs the valley, dark thunderclouds begin to roll overhead. However, you see an elk standing on a rocky spur about 60 feet away.
I'm waving his cloak in the air.
Suddenly, it assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes. His hair and beard are long, black, and streaked with gray, and his eyes crackle with eldritch power. Animals!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello! Lightning shoots out of his hands.
Are you Morden Cannon?
Are you Martin Caden?
He's definitely
Yes.
mad.
Will you come over here?
Yes! Steps in the water. Steps straight in the water. Just in the water.
Shiv, go
Shiv
get him.
heard this, so now swimming that way, I suppose.
We're paddling that way.
Shiv
too.
begins to grab this individual and with a swim speed yanks him into the boat.
Dash swim speed.
And then he's like, I can breathe underwater.
We have a present for you. It's back at our place.
I thought it was the big cloak that you were holding up.
Another one.
No, there's only one.
No,
No, another
a
present.
It's not a
present.
it's not a cloak. It's something better.
2 presents.
Help. Oh, yes. Alrighty. Let's do it.
All right, and we row. And I try to like chat his ear off to try to keep him
No,
occupied.
I tried this here.
You
Or
guys can
whatever.
both try.
We're all just trying to keep him from like jumping off the
Did we
boat.
give him the cloak?
Greyhawk. That's where I'm from. Dragonlance. That's where my best friend's from. Crazy.
Same.
Help. All right. So you guys continue to go, and he just continues to talk. And you guys are asking him, like, you know, when questions that you ask a kid, he's like, you know, how was school today? You know, you're like, what you been doing in the woods? And,
Do you like lightning?
and he's like, lightning, thunder.
Should be an announcer.
And you get his attention. You just talk about lightning.
Yes.
And he
Tell me
basically,
more about lightning.
well, you see, I don't know about lightning. I don't understand. Pow, pow, pow. And he shoots lightning in the air. And you see the storm just like following you as you are navigating like towards the way. You see you are bringing the storm with you.
Fun.
Aye.
Let's get to the blue water.
Let's. Yeah. Are we to assume he doesn't jump out or anything on our way to the blue water?
You basically
Don't jump out.
You
Well,
basically
fine if he does.
he's like jump out.
No.
Jump out.
So about lightning.
Jump out.
You don't get
Jump out.
You don't get your present if you jump out.
No! I must stay. Hold. Keep your wits.
So about lightning.
Lightning. Gah. He's so like just mad, man.
Out of it.
Oh, not here. And he's like, time stop. I'm just kidding. I'm not standing.
Oh, I thought I was gonna like fart at the end of that. While we're just frozen.
I know what I did. I was a deer. I was a deer for too long. Where are we going?
Weren't we all?
We're going to
Your birthday party.
your birthday party.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
How old am I?
As old as you want to be.
Oh, I'm 7 billion.
You're 7 billion
Happy 7th
years old.
birthday.
Oh,
We have 7 billion candles for you to blow.
no. How old am I really? This is my 15th lifetime. Oh, yes, that's what I heard. This is amazing.
All right, let's get to the Blue Water Inn fast.
All right.
Do we need to heal him? I like him chatty.
My name is... I don't remember.
Yep, we need to fix him.
Yeah, I think we need to fix it.
It's not that bad.
Lightning. And
sporadic-
another bolt goes off.
He keeps sporadically asking for help and shooting lightning out of his hands.
Yeah, it's what this is charm.
Oh, you're right. I'm charmed. I cast Fire Shield. And he casts Fire Shield. So all of you... I'm sorry. All of you need to just go ahead and subtract now that you are 10 feet as the boat catches on fire as well.
Fire! Oh,
You guys each take
Dexterity saving throw?
no, actually I believe it literally just are you ending your turn in it? You have one decision. You can either leave the boat or stay in it.
Jump.
leave the boat.
I'm
All right.
saying.
I leave the boat with Mordenkainen's like shirt in hand,
Cool.
like grabbing him.
You take 16 points of fire damage, and so does Duncan. Yeah, Thomas, you do.
Great.
And as you enter the water, he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry."
What does water do to fire shield?
It turns to cold damage, and it now is going to do cold damage. I wish that this wasn't a joke.
Hey, Duncan, roll
I'm-
faster.
I'm gonna go. No, the boat's sinking.
I'm rowing.
It's on fire.
The boat's on fire.
The boat's on fire.
Put it out. With
Oh,
water.
you put it a little bit out. You take no more damage because you're not in the fire shield. And now Duncan, you begin to take.
I want to knock him out.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll
Underwater?
with disadvantage.
Well, if it knocks him out, great. Otherwise, it's just a hand smack. Like
Okay, go ahead
fist-
and roll
fist hand smack.
roll it to attack with disadvantage, as you are in the water. Why? Where's
Oh man!
where's the sound? Here we go.
Just roll. 2 20s?
No, a 20 and a 10. So I got a 10.
Hey, that's hey.
But what do I? What's
10
my-
plus.
10 plus.
Plus your strength.
Could be a 20 and a 2.
10 plus 4. So it's 14.
14.
We've had some good disadvantage rolls today.
You slap him in the face. Whoop-ow! And he's like, "Help!"
And then
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Under the water?
I'm also swimming up. I'm trying to get him above water.
Casting
Yeah,
Charm
you
Person
get him
on
up, and he goes, "Lightning!"
I'm actually gonna use one of my bardic and give him unsettling words and just yell "shut up" in his face.
I don't know why that's playing.
It's the storm.
I'm gonna yell "shut up," and that's my unsettling words.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him, and he has a -6 to this roll, and it's a Wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
-6.
What is his wisdom save if I roll a 12?
You have.
You're more than Canaan. It's also -6.
Oh, good.
I had disadvantage on it. I'm freaking mad.
Wisdom save.
This is Wiz.
Yeah, it should just be Wisdom if he's not proficient. He rolled a 12.
Oh. 10.
Yeah, I failed.
-6.
I failed. Big time.
He's charmed by me.
What does that mean? No, I don't know what charmed means, but like, what does this entail?
Stop. Just chill out. We're almost there.
The storm.
Can we fast forward to the Blue Arrowhead?
Yeah, we can.
I wanted to ask that 10 minutes ago.
No, but I also think that it's important to understand how gone this man
Yeah,
is.
totally.
And You get
Alright, fine,
to
we can
the
cure.
outside the Blue Water Inn, and this sound continues. As you are now above the Blue Water Inn, it is an isolated mile-wide storm around where you are.
Yep.
And then you enter like the Blue Water Inn, and he goes, "Mind powers! Oh, fear me!" And everyone is like, "What is happening?" And then he's like, "Do you want to forget?"
I smack his head.
We take him
I
to the back.
smack him
Octavio!
in the head again.
Rictavio hears you. Everybody comes out. And
We
is
take
like,
it to
"What's
the
going
back."
on?" You grab him and put him in the kitchen in
Pantry.
the pantry.
in the pantry.
And he sits down on a stool that you guys have left there.
All right,
Grab,
Octavio.
grab Octavio real quick. Sit. Remember that spell we
La, la,
talked
la,
about?
la, 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 lightning! I'm out.
Now's the time.
I
Octavio,
cast it as many times as I could.
Octavio, now's the time.
Octavio. This is what the spell's for.
Time is now.
There's a man in
Okay,
the
okay,
pantry.
okay. Yes! Greater restoration magic! Grabs the top of his head.
Go.
And then you see this man go. Oh.
Are you enjoying your second present?
Where am I?
You're in the pantry.
Welcome to the Blue Water Inn, Mordenkainen, and I throw him his cloak.
I see. Yes. Oh, thank you. You're not a wizard. Puts it on,
No,
and
I
like
wish.
you see as he like puts it on, and almost like Doctor Strange
Say
is kind of
which.
like gets on him, and
I
then it kind of
wish.
fits better.
How long have you been out there?
Let's see. Well, I cast Mind Blank on myself.
That worked.
Great idea.
Does Strahd know I'm here?
Nope.
I don't.
Wait. Depends on your definition of here.
Well, if you leave that thunderstorm above us for any longer, he might.
Oh,
Yeah, is that on purpose?
We might need to get you out of this room.
no, I can do this. He like closes his eyes. He like goes to like a classic like pose. His fingers are side. He's sitting on the stool. He's in crisscross, and he lifts off the ground a little bit. And the storm begins to die down.
Perfect.
Thank you. No, you are currently very well hidden and among friends.
Yes, as we are in the presence of two of the greatest allies, nemesises.
Nemesis.
Thank you.
Adversaries.
Of the devil himself.
I see. Have I been screaming?
A lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't shut up.
Kind of non-stop.
Oh no. Is the rest of the 8 here?
Who?
Just me. The rest of the circle of 8.
I think it's just you,
Don't know
lad.
who that is.
Probably just you.
Wonderful.
What happened?
Basically, imagine just a man that's like covered in black soot, and his hair is dark and wet, and he's.
I'll clean him up.
She was gonna say, "Don't you remember?
Prestige.
We already heard what happened."
I'll clean him up.
Well, I'm like asking him, like, why is he mad? What, like, where's he at? That kind of stuff. Like, what happened that made you get, like, be in this position?
He cast
Mind
mind
blank.
blank on himself.
I know he cast mind blank on himself, but why?
Strahd.
What kind of attack? I mean,
Mordenkainen.
It's all very clear to shit.
Where are you from?
Who us?
Yes.
not around here.
Waterdeep.
East of Three Trees.
Do you know Elminster of Shadowdale?
Nope. We are much smaller individuals than I believe you assume us to be.
Forgotten Realms. Swords Coast.
Scotland.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So yes. Okay. Let's see. Pardon me, I'm just catching my wits.
Sure.
Spellbook.
We have a
You have a
evil spell book. Magic book.
I remember. I think up to level 13. Off the top of my head. Yes. Yes.
That's
What is
pretty
this
good.
level 13?
Yeah, no. I'm just letting you know meta that he remembers not everything.
Gotcha.
He
Well,
can't just like cast time stop and be like
here-
done.
Here is what our plan is. There are devils existing in the church.
Yes. Okay. Where are we?
Barovia.
Barovia.
Ravenloft, was it? Raven something?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. Shadow Realm.
None of us can leave. I'm Duncan, by the way.
Thomas.
I'm also here.
That's a strange name. I'm Morden Kanan.
We know.
We've been looking for you.
Strahd is looking for you.
Oh yes, I know. He sent me over the falls.
Aye, so that part was true.
All that
Oh.
remains is my cloak, I believe. Thank you for that.
That's all we could find
No
anyway.
spell staff or cloak, or not cloak. No spell list or book. Without my grimoire. If only I had access to my grimoire.
Where would it be?
Oh, hey. Look at this.
What do you have?
I have his whole spell book.
I mean, technically you do.
Do you?
Yeah, that's what we looked at already today.
And you pull it up, and there it is. And he's like, "Oh, it would take me ages to copy this down.
Probably.
But I guess I could grab a few. Okay, I'll grab Time Stop, Mind Blank, True Seeing, Bigby's Hand, maybe. Cone of Cold. I got it. I'll let you know if we need it.
Sure.
That's pretty broke, but sure.
Oh, gosh.
Why not?
Good call.
Why not? Why not? All right, so he begins to sort of say, "We're staying here then."
For now.
Well, right now we're about to go build a trap.
See, we've got a fight ahead of us.
We have quite a few irons in the fire. Finding you was one of them.
Are you trained in religion?
Yes.
Great. Let's go. We got our guy.
We know you're.
Well-
we know you just got back sane, but we're putting you to work.
Can we like say like basically we explain the situation?
Yeah.
Yes, this is yes. Wow, somebody learned to play D&D. Wow, two very good veteran players, and the newbie goes, "We explain everything."
I was getting
Beautiful. You have surpassed them. You have done the unthinkable. Oh man.
We would have got there in another hour or two.
Yeah, I guess. Gosh. All right.
We'd
So,
have
anyway,
remembered.
so as you begin to explain everything to Morden Kanan, he begins to explain his situation to you, and that he was sent here by virtue of trying to travel around all the planes, ended up getting himself caught here, ran into the vampire Strahd, in order to make sure that Strahd had limited access to all of his knowledge, he destroyed his spell book and wiped his own mind. Now having come back in this kind of situation, you see his first order of business is to get up and clean himself up, and is not happy with the situation. He begins to look at his nails, once painted and now destroyed, his rings missing, and he's pretty upset about that whole situation. So he steps outside, bumps in, and goes, "Rudolph," and then continues to walk on, and then he's like, and just watches him pass by, and Morden Kanan goes out into the middle of the space, steps outside, and goes, "It's so dark."
I follow him out and kind of like say, you should probably hide yourself if you're gonna be walking outside.
Oh no, I know, but I know he's not looking.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Well, that's helpful.
It's called intuition.
No one expects it.
The Spanish intuition.
The Spanish intuition. And then he turns back around and goes inside and goes, "You, wizard, I want your staff." And Exxon goes, "Excuse me? What
give
is-
it to him right now.
What?
That's part of our contract. Remember?
Yes, give me your staff." I don't want
Please?
to. I don't want to give.
Hey,
why?
Exxon,
Make a
Exxon.
persuasion check.
He'll give it right back.
25.
Okay. Exxon goes, "No,
Please.
no,
Exxon,
it's my sister."
can we
We would
buy?
take your sister off.
She is the focus, homie.
So that reduces potency?
Can we borrow your staff, please? Our friend is just recovered from a long time of not
Yeah,
being
you'll have
able.
it back very soon.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you?
Wait, I have a wand that's an arcane focus. Will that help?
You do. But he says, don't I know you? And he goes, Thayan Wizard! Hurry, give me the wand! And then before you guys can say anything, Exxon casts some sort of spell at Mordenkainen, and with a blast of fire, the entirety of everyone in here is like catching flame
He
as
doesn't
we're
count
going to
us?
pick up there next week.
What? God.
So, enjoy that little lore dump. Thanks for sticking around, and you're going to see us here next week as we ultimately fight in the Blue Water Inn. Who'da thunk it? So, thanks for watching Crow's Curtain Call, and we'll catch you again next time.